Good morning, lovers of truth. If there is one thing every human being is searching for, it's peace. Not just a quiet moment or a good day, but deep peace inside the heart. The kind that stays even when life becomes difficult. And if we're honest, most of us know what it feels like to live without that peace. We wrestle with worry, we struggle with guilt, we fight habits we wish we didn't have. Sometimes we carry regrets, sometimes we carry fear, and sometimes we simply feel the weight of life and wonder why the heart still feels restless. So we begin looking for something that might settle that restlessness. People pursue peace through success, through relationships, through achievement, through approval from others, or through building a life that looks good on the outside. But even when people reach those things, something inside still feels unfinished. Why? Because the human heart was never designed to find lasting peace in temporary things. It was created to find peace with its creator, with God. And that is exactly why Jesus Christ came. This gospel is not simply about becoming religious or trying harder to be a better person. The gospel is about reconciliation. It is the good news that God did not abandon humanity in our struggle, in our weakness, or in our wandering. Scripture tells us that every one of us has gone our own way at times. We have tried to live life on our own terms, and that separation from God is what creates the emptiness we often feel. But instead of turning away from us, God moved toward us. Jesus lived the life of perfect obedience that none of us have lived or can live. He carried the weight of our sin through his death on the cross, and through his resurrection, he opened the door for us to be restored back to God, back to our identity. That means peace with God is not something we earn by fixing ourselves first. It's something we receive through God's grace. And the invitation of the gospel is not one of shame. It's an invitation of mercy. Jesus does not say, clean up your life and then come to me. He says, come to me. All who are weary and burdened, I will give you rest. So if you feel the weight of life, if you know the struggle of the human heart, if you feel the restlessness inside of, the answer is not run further away from God. The invitation is come back to Christ. Bring your questions, bring your struggles, bring your weaknesses, bring your unbelief, because the gospel is not for perfect people. It is for people who are willing to come honestly and receive the grace that God freely gives.